You dress?
No.
Today I'm back for another review, and I want to review a movie with my sweet angel Anne Hathaway. What is the idea of You about? It's about Anne Hathaway being pretty much sells art at a store, and her daughter is a fan of pop music and she wants to go to Lollapalooza. When they go to the music festival, Anne Hathaway has to use the bathroom. She somehow goes into the back VIP area with no guards, no one watching, where the celebrities are in their trailers, just walks on through, stumbles upon this trailer because she's got to go to the bathroom, and she walks in, and then there's the pop star. He's really attracted to her. I can't blame him. Anne Hathaway is an angel. He sees her, love at first sight. She's kind of standoffish about it, and then they start hanging out and they fall in love. Then Anne Hathaway gets uncomfortable because the paparazzi are following them all the time because this is a famous pop singer, and she's been really hurt by her ex-husband who had cheated and left her. And so she's a little guarded. So we continue on. They fall in love and they have sex a few times and they're laughing and you get all that. And then he buys some of her art. And then she decides to break up with him because the paparazzi life is too much for her, and they're labeling her as a MILF online and a cougar and all that. And they're kind of shaming her for dating this younger guy. And then that eventually proceeds to her daughter getting bullied at school. Hey, let your mom know I turn 18 in a month because she's a cougar. That's what the movie's about. But the problem I have with it is just, and I've seen it a million times, it doesn't provide anything different. So vanilla. Like with rom-coms, I don't know if they're just structured to be the same thing all the time, and that's just what sells, or if they just didn't try. I really don't know the situation behind the camera of this one, but it seems like they just went, you know, they check marked all the boxes. Okay, we have this moment, then this moment, and it just did the same formula I've seen every time. There was like a 15-minute concert scene. They showed this pop singer sing 5 or 6 songs. I get it. I don't need to see an entire concert of this made-up pop singer. Another thing I didn't like about the movie is I hated the shaming. I don't know what it is with society where we feel the need to shame an older person who's dating a younger person. And this movie does that. Anne Hathaway kind of gets shamed for dating someone so much younger than her. And I don't know why. Even in the real world, we always look at celebrities or people in real life, you know, our lives. You're dating a 25-year-old, you're 50 years old. It's always the older person who gets shamed and never the younger person. We always like treat the younger person like they're too dumb. They don't have the intelligence to know what they're doing. You know, like with Leonardo DiCaprio. I didn't know Leonardo DiCaprio, an A-lister, one of the most famous celebrities in the world, doesn't date girls over 25. Oh, I was really heartbroken when you left me when I turned 25. She knew. It's public. So this whole idea of them, she didn't know any better. He didn't know any better. I'm tired of the shaming of it. Older people date younger people and younger people date older people, but always the older people get blamed for it. Guys get called slime balls and pieces of crap. You're disgusting. You're dating a younger girl. And then a younger girl dates an older guy. Oh, you're so brave. Get that trust fund. And then a girl dates an older guy. Oh, you're disgusting. You're a cougar. You're gross. That could be your grandson. And this movie does that. Left a bad taste in my mouth. I think it's leaving a bad message, and I don't want that message really being spread. I'm hoping I'm making sense here. You know, when you have very famous basketball players that throw lavish parties, and then they invite all these Instagram models who are like 19 to 22, why are we always just getting mad at the basketball players? And then we look at the girls like, oh, you didn't know what you were doing? Even though these guys are famous for doing this kind of thing, you didn't know any better. You're young and naive. They know they're famous. They know they're going to have a huge party and have access to drugs and alcohol. They go because they know it's a big party. They are not stupid. So why are we shaming them? Just like the most laughable thing that's ever been on TV that I've personally seen in my life was the 3 girls who lived with Hugh Hefner in the Playboy Mansion. And they're all coming out now after he's dead and they got all their money and lived with him for 20 plus years for free. They're now saying he was a creep and he kept them there and they didn't have any free will. No, you knew what you were doing. And now you're going on MTV in a documentary saying he was such a creep and he treated me like this and he used me. You used him too for his money. You lived there rent free. And now you're speaking out because he's dead. You didn't have this problem when you were living there rent-free and going to all these luxurious parties. You knew what you were doing. Don't play stupid. You knew. That's a long way of explaining that this movie did a lot of that crap, and that's why I don't like it, and that is why I'm not going to recommend it. The acting wasn't terrible. It's just the script just does those typical tropes that you've seen, and you're not going to really get anything out of it. They fall in love, they fight, they break up, and then they break up again. And the husband in the movie is like a douchebag. He's mad at Anne Hathaway for dating this guy, and it's like, dude, you cheated on her and left her. You did her wrong. You don't get to come in and act all defensive and mad about it. Too many labels for me. I'm going to grade the idea of you a D+. So that does it for this review, guys. I do have more reviews coming up. Until then, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you movie fans on my next review.